myself from loving. No amount of faith. Hello, my name is Iyanah, and I'm here on Flow and Tell to be breaking down my song, Truth. Okay, so Truth was written, I wouldn't say in a dark period of my life, I'd just say a point of my love life that I can say was very crucial to me. I was discovering a lot of things about myself, and I was going through a breakup while simultaneously also starting or dealing with an entirely different relationship. And so it was basically just to release myself from what I believed was the pressures of what I deemed I needed to do. And just releasing everything. I think of it as like a freeing self anthem. I wouldn't say self-love, but more as a, I've forgiven you, I'm healing now. So that's where I was coming from with it. Yeah. So the first verse, or at least the first half of the verse goes, trying to emancipate myself from loving. No amount of faith could justify the suffering. I'm not the strongest, I'll throw the towel in. Not trying to test my limits anymore. So for me, I was just, how it felt was, I've never really been the luckiest at love, at least up till that point. The Lord delivered us, alhamdulillah. But I really was just tired and sick of time after time after time putting my best foot forward, because I'm a very full lover and I tend to give my all. And I was tired of being in these relationships that made me feel like I was not being met with the same type of energy, or the energy that it started with ended up being entirely different. And so I was fed up, basically, in that part of the verse. Yeah, so then the second half of the verse goes, no more benefit of doubt, I can't be sure. I've decided that it's better on my own. So I decided to put in the part of no more benefit of doubt because I read this tweet, because I'm chronically online, at the time, at the period, that was like, what do you mean benefit of doubt? Like, you don't benefit anything from the doubt, you know, like what you're giving the other person. Like, the only person who's benefiting is the other person. And so the lyrics are quite self-explanatory, but I really wanted to just give a nod to that little tweet in order to write that part. So yeah, I was just tired of giving benefit of doubt. I was better off alone, honestly, in that place. Yeah, so then the chorus goes, I'll do it for me and my truth. I'm choosing to see the real you. If the tables were turned, I know you do it too. I'm trying to save myself before I'm doomed. Yeah, so I think, honestly, the lyrics are quite self-explanatory. I tend to write in like a journal style of writing. But yeah, it was, I needed to release the people that I was holding too tightly onto. Because if I did not release them, I was going to keep losing myself over and over again to keep trying to fit into who I thought they wanted me to be, so that they would have me. Very, very sad. But yeah, don't feel like you need to fit into the spaces to be loved. You're gonna be loved exactly where you're at. Someone's gonna find you exactly where you're at, love you in the way you needs to be. So I think I just needed to affirm myself with those words. Yeah, so then the second verse starts, this hold on me must be broken. I'd rather be by my lonesome than to give my heart away and have to deal with the repercussion. Yeah, it's so sad when you realize that you may not be getting what you need in a relationship. Because sometimes it's like you could really feel what you felt for a person and really want to make it work as you. But if like, my standard now is be in a relationship until one of you feels like, you know what, I don't want to continue with this. So for me, that was me telling myself, like, you could be the person who decides, you know, I actually don't want to continue with this. Loneliness or being alone, depending on how you depict the situation, like, is better than giving your heart away and having to mend yourself back up every single time, because it's just gonna be you. Yeah. And then the other half of the second verse is, you can be the saint, don't care how the narrative is spun, I will take the blame, I saw our end as we begun. And I don't know what happens, but I tend to break up with people and crazy rumors start getting spread around. I'm a very, I don't mind confrontation, but I don't like drama, and I don't seek out drama. For some strange reason, drama is in love with me. I would say that's my most successful relationship until date. She loves me, she tends to follow me around, and people tend to love her and want her to follow me around. And at that specific time, there was a very horrible rumors that were spreading around about me. This is at the time I wrote the song. Fun factoid, by the time the song came out, which was a whole year after I wrote it, there were still rumors coming out about me. I guess people really love my name in their mouth. But yeah, it just I was fed up, honestly. I was like, literally just leave me alone. Say whatever you want, I won't die. People know me, they're gonna realize it's all a lie. So I needed, as I said, the song is very self-affirming. It's like you comforting yourself and telling yourself it's gonna be okay. So I needed those lyrics at the time. And then the verse finishes with, you think this fountain overflows, will hear something you didn't know. The more I keep on giving love, the less that I am shown. Which was a trend at that time in a lot of my relationships, where I would break my back, bend over backwards, trying to assure my partners that, you know what, I love you. Know that I love you. I'm going to tell you I love you. I'm going to show you I love you. But the more I was giving it, the less they could have cared about me. Which I'm fine with. We've grown, we've learned. And then we go back into the chorus. And then the song ends with the lines, it's time I gave myself protection too, and if you choose to hate me, then it's cool. That for me was because a lot of times, and I don't even I'm not even mad at it anymore. You live, you grow up, you learn, you forgive, you let go. Which is, this song is very, I've let go, I want you to know there's no hate. Like, there's no hate in this song to whichever subject it was written about. But it was more of, people tend to do things to protect themselves that end up, I wouldn't say not being a right thing to do, because always do what's right for you. But you don't have to hurt someone in the process to do it. I always got that excuse when I'd be like, but why did you do this thing to me? And they were like, I was just trying to do right by me. So in that part of the song at the end, and it is purposefully put at the end because it was like, you need to understand it's time that I do right by me now. I'm giving myself the protection that you awarded yourself. And if you choose to hate me, jinyonge, okay. No, I mean, like, if you choose to hate me, I can live with that fact that you hate me, and I will be fine, as I have continued to be. So yes, this has been me, Iyanah, on Flow and Tell, breaking down my song Truth, which happens to be one of my favorite songs. I think it properly represents who I am as a person, the direction I'm trying to take for myself, and in my art, which is, you know, not having to snap back at people and having to be mean and catty, and just, you know, putting it in the art. I have an upcoming project coming up, a cute little 2 songs, a single. And yeah, it's a bunch of demos actually that are songs I had written earlier this year that I really do love but may not fit with the projects I'm trying to do. And rather than throw them away, I thought it would be very cute to give it to you guys so that you can enjoy it. So look out for that. I'm not gonna disclose too much here, but follow me at Iyanah Kiragu everywhere and stream my music. I would really appreciate it.
Trying to emancipate myself from loving. No amount of faith could justify the suffering. I'm not the strongest. I'll throw the towel in. Not trying to test my limits anymore. No more benefit of doubt. I can't be sure. I've decided that it's better on my own. I'll do it for me and my truth. I'm choosing to see the real you. If the tables were turned, I know you do it too. I'm trying to save myself before I'm doomed. This hold on me must be broken, yeah. I'd rather be by my lonesome than to give my heart away and have to deal with the repercussion. I've been here before, trust me, it's not an option. Don't care how the narrative is spun. I saw our end as we begun. You think this fountain overflows? Well, here's something you didn't know. The more I keep on giving love, the less that I am sure. I'll do it for me and my truth. I'm choosing to see the real you. If the tables were turned, I know you do it too. I'm trying to save myself before I'm doomed. It's time I gave myself protection too. And if you choose to hate me, then it's cool.